Alright, so today, hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh, battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. Today we'll be reading from Touchstones, and it is August 10th. We're playing a little bit of catch up here because I'm moving and it's been a process, to say the least. Okay, so August 10th. According to the teachers, there is only one thing that all people possess equally. This is their loneliness. Many of us have tried to find a way to outwit our loneliness or to escape this truth. We have learned that we cannot. As fathers, looking at our children, we may wish to spare them this pain. As men, with our mates, we have dreamed of an ideal connection where all loneliness was dispelled. We cannot obliterate loneliness. We can only learn to accept it and deal with it. There is no need to compulsively cover up all traces and all reminders that we are all alone. We cannot accept this universal truth. We are all alone, but so is everybody. We can make true contact with each other out of our aloneness. True intimacy with another man or woman comes out of first seeing our separateness and then bridging the gap. Today, I accept the feeling of loneliness as part of my life. I can make contact with my brothers and sisters knowing we are all in the same condition. Yeah, loneliness is an interesting one for me. And it's funny, I don't know if any of you have experienced it before, but I can be lonely and feel lonely when I'm surrounded by a group of people. It's a weird sensation when, I'll be in a meeting. Some of the meetings that I go to, there's like 150 people, and then some of the meetings that I go to are smaller and it's like 15 to 20 people. But I can be surrounded by a whole bunch of people and just feel lonely. I just have like these funks, and part of that I realize is part of my co-occurring disorders, right? So I'm an addict on one side, and then I have a lot of mental health issues that I deal with, so that's why I've medically assisted therapy, Matt. I have a psychiatrist, a therapist, and I diligently try and better myself each day because it's a me versus me battle. But loneliness is real, so my strength is that I try and cope with that loneliness by actively engaging with my friends, either on Twitter or WhatsApp, seeing them in person at meetings, going to play soccer, golf. I'll also paint or listen to music. Just ways to manage my loneliness and kind of get out of the dark spaces in my own head and realize that all I have are these 24 hours. At this point in time, I'm both the youngest and oldest I will ever be. And the good news is that I only have to live this day once. So if I live this day and stay sober today, then that's a win. But there are a whole bunch of small wins throughout the day. But I do understand that loneliness can happen, and then we need to make an intentional effort, just like we need to have an intentional willingness to work any program. We need an intentional effort to rid ourselves of loneliness. It's okay to sit in your feelings and be introspective and self-aware and know that you're lonely. But the objective ultimately for me and my strength is to get out of that loneliness. And a lot of that is spending time with family, friends, going to meetings, being a part of the fellowship, playing golf, playing soccer, painting, doing photography, and especially doing things that are related to the accountability group, figuring out ways to help people, like how we recently just donated 120 books to a variety of different shelters where they didn't have resources, and then we're starting a sock and underwear and undershirt drive in order to donate those as well, because that's something that unfortunately a lot of the people at the homeless shelters, they needed, their basic needs, like clean underwear, clean socks, clean t-shirts. So we're going to be doing that all of this week and next week, and hopefully we'll be able to hit various numbers. Our GoFundMe has been useful in trying to raise capital, but we can always use more. And our GoFundMe is basically like the basket that gets passed around at halftime. And I spent way more in my active addiction than I have in my sobriety. So it doesn't hurt to drop $1 or $2 into the GoFundMe in order for us to be able to purchase certain things that will help individuals, whether it be socks, underwear, an undershirt, the big book, the 12 and 12, Narcotics Anonymous, Smart Recovery books. We offer a lot of different opportunities, or try to offer a lot of different opportunities when we do H9, which is hospitals and institutions. So that's a big part of, trying to get rid of my loneliness, being of service. And then my hope for you is that you find your own outlets and ways to get rid of your loneliness. I know loneliness can pop up at any one time, whether you're by yourself or you're with people. But figure out mechanisms, coping mechanisms that help you kind of feel lighter, more engaged, and help eliminate the loneliness that is actually part of life. Everybody experiences it, There's only one you, and only you can know your feelings, and try and share them as best you can so that you're no longer lonely, or do activities that will help you no longer be lonely. And that's why I do so many of the activities that I do personally. And then in terms of the various platforms that we have available, I would love for you to subscribe to our channel, like the videos, and comment in the comment section if you're a newcomer. And then if you have time under your belt, share your experience, strength, and hope, so that there can be a community that holds each other accountable and can learn from one another. There's a lot of wisdom. I mean, we all stand on the shoulders of the men and women who came before us and shared their wisdom with us, and we are millions strong throughout the world, probably even in the billions. But within the United States, it's 1 in 5, and we have 347 million people. So there's a lot of people struggling with addiction and mental health. So every little dollar, every little amount that goes to our GoFundMe really helps. With that being said, I do hope for you that you can feel free to use the comment section as a medium for you to try and get some advice to maintain your sobriety and add more tools to your toolkit. Additionally, I manage personally not just this YouTube account, but I also manage personally our Twitter account, which is Tag Building Hope. So that's Tag Building Hope. And a great way to get involved in the sober community is to go to the Explore section and look for hashtag recoveryposse or hashtag odaat, which is 1 day at a time, because that's all we have these 24 hours. So that's my hope for you. We also do have an Instagram platform that you can reach me on, because I manage that too. So between YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, you can connect with me directly or through our website, theaccountability.group. And I will, provide as much assistance as I can, even if it's just, an ear that you need to vent and just have verbal diarrhea. I'm totally fine with that. Or if you just like to go back and forth and, kind of talk about where you're at in your sobriety, and I can try and share where I was at during that same period of time. So I hope for you that for this 24 hours, you can find a way to evade and remove your loneliness from the day. And I just really hope that you have a great day. Again, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am Josh, still in recovery and battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. I hope that you all stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober. Thank you.